Hey, what's up turtles? It's Krik here with Black Owl Outdoors. Today I want to do a video on how to do a jug knot, or I've seen it also called a can or a jar knot. But basically what you're going to be doing is tying a knot that's going to fix around the collar or shoulder of a container to be able to hold it, carry it, or potentially put it over fire. So I'm going to do it a few times, put it on a container, and then sort of talk about it a little bit more. But to get started, you're going to need a length of cordage. This is a good length. You can have it longer if you want. If you really want to have like a shoulder sling, you can make it, feet longer than this, or you can make an adjustable shoulder sling itself, which I'll show towards the end of the video. But nonetheless, to get started, follow me down to the log. So I'm going to fold my piece of cordage over on itself and act like there's going to be a bite up here. I'm going to hold this and bring it down like so. And now I'm going to bring this right piece over and lay it over here so that I have this space in here and I have this little triangle down here. And now the next step, I'm going to take this and I need to kind of hold this in place, but I'm going to bring this under here and kind of make this little loop right here. Now the next step, this is going to be like sort of my working end, if you will. I'm going to take this here and I'm going to pass it under this space right here, over here, under here. So I'm going over here and then under through here. And then once I got that, I'm going to hold this and sort of just pull this tight a little bit to sort of clean this up on itself. And basically you're going to have something that's going to look like that. And this is just a weird looking thing. For knots and hitches go, this is kind of cool, kind of different. But basically you want something that's going to look like this. And now the last and final step, I'm going to take this that's running behind this loop right here. I'm going to pull this under everything that I've done and hold this with my left hand. I'm holding it, and then this other piece up here, I'm going to take that and have it come meet this over here. I'm going to pinch these together and then open this middle up. And then you have something that looks like that. I'm going to do this one more time before I get it on the bottle, because this is kind of confusing. You might need to restart it a few times. It took me a little bit to get it. I'll do this one more time, then I'll put it on the bottle. Double my cordage, take the end and the bite, put it down on itself. Put the right over the left on top. And this triangle now, make sure you do that. I'm going to grab this bottom, go under while maintaining the integrity of this. I got here, and I'm going to take this, go over this one, through here, and then back up under. Try to do it slow without keeping it messy. Go under, now go up. Under here. I'll leave it there, and that's kind of how it's going to look right there. You sort of picture that. It's kind of messy, whirly. I'm going to hold my loop, sort of pull this tight, kind of get it neat on itself. Oh, don't do that. Alright, once I'm here, I'm going to take this bottom, or the one that's underneath this piece, pulled under itself and the top, and have those pinch in between here, and then once you pinch it and open this up, then you have this little loop that's formed, or this hole. And then once we got that, you can get a bottle, and this method for carrying a bottle container works really well for something that has a rim or a lip. And on this particular Nalgene, there's a lip right here, or a rim if you want to call it, coming up from the shoulder. This is the shoulder of a vessel. There's parts of a vessel. This is the shoulder coming up. And usually the rim or the lip would be at the top, but just because the design of this, it's right here. So which makes this a good candidate for this style of carry, this Nalgene in particular, is because it has this little rim and lip, and it gives this something to bite onto underneath. But if you don't have this, you can make a bottle sling holder, paracord bottle holder sling, which Works out really well too. But basically, once you get it over top, you just kind of cinch it down, pull it tight on itself. And I have both of these contact points of contact, and you can see that's holding this in place really well. And at this point, this could be used if this was metal container or something, or in a really pinch, you could use this to boil, hang it over the water. But if you don't, or if you want to sling this, the next step would be you can sort of just tie this off a reef knot on here. Put a reef knot on there, and then you could put an adjustable shoulder sling. But this is the jug slip knot. This is Krik signing out with Black Outdoors. Later, turtles.